Hey, welcome to the episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Kevin Burns from FoamingHead.com is joining us for a back-to-back episode.
Back-to-back New York beers, too.
Yeah, and this beer is a very special beer for several reasons, but for me, it's a record holder. This beer has literally been in the fridge for 6 months. I bought it at Brew Crew back in August because it was half off, and I put it in the fridge and just never got around to drinking it. And it's kind of like one of those things of just like, well, it's already been 2 months, what's 3 months? It's been 3 months, what's 6 months? So, but I think Kevin is a great person to help me get through this.
So the Southern Tier beers are made in Lakewood, New York.
Right.
Okay, in the Southern Tier, New York, and they have this Cuvée series. It's they're all oak aged ales. They have the Cuvée Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, all oak aged ales, all at 11%. The Series 1 is in French oak. The Series 2 is in American oak. Series 3 is a blend of 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Now, when you're talking Cuvée, there's a lot of different meanings to that word. It originates from French wine culture, but it also applies to champagne and it also applies to beer. The general meaning with beer is it's a blended beer. Again, it can mean a lot of different things, different brewers, different terms, different beverages, different countries. But I'm getting the general gist is that it is a blended beer. This is Cuvée Series 2 on American oak. The Cuvée 3 is a blend of the other two. But you can blend different beers, mash them together, throw them in oak, and that's what a lot of these bigger beers are. You know, it's not just one recipe; it can be multiple recipes.
Right. So what do we got here? That's a really pretty color.
That's an oak color.
Yeah,
you know, that is
like
the
reddish
beer
orange.
Yeah, the beer you get from oak. Copper, maybe reddish copper.
Yeah.
With some more red. Nice.
It's a little hazy.
Semi.
Yeah.
Nice small bubbled head.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It smells like a barley wine.
It does.
It's like vanilla.
Yep.
Oak.
Yep. Little booze. Little
yeah,
alcohol.
definitely. It's like a rum, like a spiced rum.
Oh yeah, that is a potent nose.
Yeah.
Is it off-putting to you in any way?
Not really. I mean, like, it's definitely like smelling. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a strong beer, but it's probably gonna be strong tasting too.
Off the nose, you're definitely bracing yourself.
So, cheers. Wow.
Oof. It's big. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It is a big beer.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's not a barley wine per se, but it's in the ballpark. It's like the vanilla and oak wood bomb of it. The palate here is, I feel like I'm drinking like a Trappist or something. It's caramel. It's vanilla, it's woody. There's like a lot of, not a lot, but there's like a significant heat on the finish, but it doesn't, I've had beers that are like breathing fire, you know? This one's not like that, it's just a nice warming feeling as it goes down. I'm getting some dark fruits on here.
Everything you just mentioned with sweetness and a syrupy mouthfeel. Everything Chad just mentioned, he is right on with a sweetness and a syrupy mouthfeel, and I can't describe the beer any better than you did.
Yeah. Do you know, I get like a kind of cereal malt kind of taste on here. It's like almost like Cheerios or...
Underneath that dark fruit you're talking.
You're right.
Yeah. It's a big beer. It's syrupy.
It is. You put this on pancakes, I think.
I agree. It has, and when you talk dark fruit. I talk sugar and sweetness. It's maple syrup it's maple syrup bourbon.
It's not like it's like cloying sweet where it's like annoying or whatever. It's that richer, darker sweetness of, you know, like you just for each sip you take, you just kind of savor it. You know, it's kind of like a prime rib of beers where it's like so rich and heavy that you can't eat it fast or in big quantities.
Yeah, it's this tulip glass that we have, and there's still, it's 22-ounce bottle. Probably still have 6 ounces there, so we split 16 ounces, 8 ounces each. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
Which, if I've had one beef with Southern Tier, it's that their beers are so big, and I understand a 22-ounce bottle is to split. I could split a 12-ounce bottle of some of their beers.
Right.
Their creme brulee.
Right.
I could do 4 ounces of that instead of 11 ounces.
What do you say we take a break and come back with our final thoughts? Alright, we are back, finishing up the Southern Tier Cuvée Series 2. Just final thoughts real quick. I like this beer, and I can tell that it's like, it's kind of like the Citizen Kane effect we were talking about in the FAQ video, where it's like, this is the kind of beer that they're kind of shooting from the moon on. And like, even compared to Prime Rib, That being said, though, is that the drinkability on it is low because it's like so rich. It's like butter, syrup, I mean, it has like lots of flavor, and like the flavor that's there is good. Drinkability is kind of bringing it down for me. And like the taste that is there isn't like my first choice in beer taste. Like, this is something, this is like a super special occasion kind of beer. Even though it's only 11%, it's kind of bordering on an extreme beer, like a Dogfish Head Worldwide Style or something like that. And we were actually saying off camera that drinkability on it is like similar. That all being said and done, I mean, I definitely like this beer, and I want to give it like a high grade, but honestly, to me, it's like a 7. It's like a B. Now, if we come back to this in a year or 2 or 5, maybe it's like an A+. So, what do you think, Kevin?
It's tough. It's like you said, the flavor is delicious. The complexity is incredible. You listed 8 or 9 flavors. I threw on another 2, and we agreed that that's as good as you could describe it.
Right.
It's too big. Is the best car on the market a monster truck? It's fun. It's enjoyable. Yeah. But is that the best car you can make? I can run over cars. It's cool. It's well made. But is that the car I want? My dream car? No. It's just too big. I can call it a million analogies. It's like going to Denny's. I love Denny's. It's incredibly tasty. But you want to be eating Denny's all the time. Right. This is a Denny's beer. It's really good. There's no category for it. I'm going to agree with you. To me, if I'm going to peg it or pigeonhole it, it's a barley wine. Too much alcohol, too much flavor, too much. A B, B-.
Yeah, so we're about the same.
It's an incredible tasting beer. It's maple syrup bourbon.
Right.
If I wanted something that strong, I would go with Scotch or bourbon and vanilla. So, it is what it is. It's well made. It's tasty. It's too much.
Yeah. Well, I guess that about wraps it up for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Thanks to Kevin for coming over. And
thanks for having me.
Let's give a shout out to Paul and Doug and all the guys at Southern Tier. We'll see you guys at Tap New York in a few months.
Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. All right, so cheers and thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.